Good evening, everyone. Tonight's concert, by the way, is being recorded and will be available in a couple of days. So please go to the U-High homepage and look for the live stream events box on the right side. Links to this, as well as other end of the semester activities, including the band and choir concerts from last week, and the live stream class night on Wednesday, will be found there as well. So, we are very excited to perform for you tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. We feel very lucky to be able to make this happen. As you can see, it's a big event. A lot of people on this stage. This is kind of a bittersweet event for us this evening. It's a concert to celebrate, the remarkable achievements and the growth and the passion of all of our lab school musicians, but it's also a time that we say goodbye to our graduating seniors. And the last time we were able to have this concert was 4 years ago when our graduating seniors were fresh people. And it was also my first year at the lab schools, and I think we experienced a lot together. So this is a special group that we're saying goodbye to tonight, so really excited about this concert and really excited to get to spend it with them. We had a ton of fun preparing this concert for you. The music is great. There's tons of it, but we're going to try to fly through everything very quickly. So I'm just going to say a few things here, and then we'll just jump into it. Throughout the show, there's going to be a few awards and recognitions that I'll be giving out as well. So the order of the program is generally correct, minute adjustments due to some students not being able to attend tonight. So I'll just call out those changes as they occur. But we have some very special seniors that are here tonight that are going to conduct for us this evening in the first half. So Ethan Rubin will be conducting Breakbeat by Doug Spada. Amelia Kim will be conducting Anchored by Todd Parrish. And but first we will have Miss Kara Weldy. We'll invite her to the stage to conduct our first piece, Take Flight by Patrick Rozelle. Well done. Next up, I'd like to invite Amelia Kim to conduct our second piece, Anchored. What a beautiful piece. It really speaks for itself, but we picked that piece because, a lot of the music we play, especially as we're younger, just kind of getting started, it's really kind of driving, energetic music because it's more fun to play. But there is something about string instruments and slow, heartwarming qualities that only string instruments can bring out. So that piece is one of my favorites, and just really, really enjoyed working on that one. And our fifth graders, I know they're tucked way back there. It's hard to see them. Our fifth graders are such troopers. This music that we're playing, a lot of it up here that we're playing tonight is well beyond your first year of music. So we wrote, we kind of simplified some parts and added and took out some things to kind of work on something that they could contribute to these bigger pieces. And that piece, that's a hard one because the slower the piece is, the harder it is to play. You have to keep count, and it's real easy to figure, to lose yourself in it. So just amazing to see the progress, and every morning I loved playing that piece with them. It was so beautiful. So moving forward, we were going to try to scare you a little bit with a shocking change of tunes from that beautiful slow piece, but we decided to ease you into the final selection with one more piece. This is a piece called Breakbeat, and it's going to be performed, it's going to be performed by the orchestra, but it's going to be conducted by another one of our seniors, Ethan Rubin. So Ethan, go ahead and take the podium. Isn't it fun how that was written into the music to get faster and faster throughout the piece? Pizzicato is harder than anything to stay slow and steady. So well done, Ethan. Thank you so much. We're going to move into, this is our last one. All right, we'll move into Epic Adventure. Okay, so we hope you enjoyed that portion of the concert. We're going to make a quick transition to kind of clear up the stage. Okay, so I think we've got everything sorted. Chamber, you good? Everybody has a chair on stage? Thank you very much. So before we hear from our chamber orchestra, I'd like to recognize some dedicated members of the orchestra who participated in some extracurricular activities this year. Every year, the Illinois Music Educators Association holds, the ILMEA holds auditions and selects students for a festival orchestra in each district. This year, District 3 held the festival orchestra performance at Olivet Nazarene University in November. We had quite a few students from U-High participate in this group, and so I'd like to just acknowledge them real quickly here. So when you hear your name, please stand up where you are, chamber, if you're maybe just wave. Yeah, there you go. So these students were participants in the District Festival Orchestra. Amelia Kim. Aaron Kim. Allison Krush. Shreya Nalamatu. Joseph Shim, who's unfortunately not here tonight. Richa Shukla. And Daniel Zhang. And I would also like to take this time to recognize two students from Metcalf who were selected for the Junior District Orchestra Festival. So if you're in the seats, go ahead and stand up and give a wave. Arya Kim. And Will Miller. From those selected for each district, the following students were nominated to move on to the All-State Festival, which was held in Peoria at the end of January. So these three students, just stand up or give a wave. Aaron Kim. Richa Shukla. Both Aaron and Richa were selected for the All-State Orchestra, and Joseph Shim was selected for the Honors Orchestra. So we'll give him a clap. Congrats to you all. So next up, the IHSA Solo and Ensemble Contest, which is held every year in the spring, gives students a chance to perform for and receive feedback from adjudicators. We had a really terrific showing this year, and we scored quite high in the state as well for U-Highs. I can't recall the place. Does anybody recall where our percentage was? I have a blank spot in my script for it. I was supposed to get that piece of information. We did well, let's say that. So in the state, we had a good scoring overall, but a number of students earned the Superior Division I rating, and they will receive one of these fancy medals later tonight. So again, when you hear your name, just please stand up and give a wave. Vittorio Casarano, he received 2 medals for a solo and a duet. Kennedy Hauser received Division I. Kennedy also received Best of Day for her room, for the violins. That's a pretty good honor. Yuen Jin received 3 medals for a violin solo, a piano solo, and a duet. Joshita Bodavula received 1 for violin solo, and then a bunch of other ones for vocal performance. Aaron Kim received 2 medals for a violin and a viola solo. Amelia Kim received 1 for a violin solo. And Emmy York received 2 medals for a cello solo and a piano solo. So congratulations again to all of you. So now we'll hear from the U-High Chamber Orchestra, who is going to perform the first movement from one of Mendelssohn's many string symphonias. They're these great pieces that are super fun to play. And I think they had a really wonderful time learning this piece. So why don't we jump in? I'm going to move up out of my script a little bit here. We'll jump right into it. This is the Mendelssohn first movement, the Allegro from Symphony number 10? 2. Thank you. Wonderful. As the chamber orchestra makes their way quickly but quietly back to the stage, I'd like to just quickly give out a few more awards. So throughout the year, students participate in various activities and they have the opportunity to earn points. And once they've accumulated 60 points, they receive a varsity letter. And the following students have earned their varsity letter this year. So again, please stand when you hear your name. I'm going to give them just a moment because some of them are walking right now. Okay, so for our seniors, we had Ben Davison receive his varsity letter this year. Give a clap. We're super happy to have Ben here in the audience tonight. We also had from our seniors, Ethan Rubin receive his varsity letter. Stand up, Ethan. Our juniors, Kemedy Hauser received her varsity letter. And a sophomore received their varsity letter this year, which is pretty impressive. You have to be pretty active. Aaron Kim. After a student has earned their varsity letter, they can continue earning points. And for every additional 25 points, they receive a pin or a bar, depending on how many points they've received. So earning an extra 38 points this year, Amelia Kim earned a pin. And Joseph Shim earned a whopping 53 points to earn 2 pins. So congratulations and thanks for all of your contributions to the music department. Really, really appreciated. So next up, we're going to perform 2 full orchestra pieces for you. And we have a few solos performed in these pieces. So we will have solos performed by Amelia Kim, Kemedy Hauser, and Edward Kim. right, super duper fun piece, and it's always cool to have a chance to let Kennedy shine. As a fiddle player, she's reaching for, she really challenges herself to perform improvisation, and so this was a perfect piece to add that in for her. So now it's time to do the deed, to recognize our graduating seniors. So I would like to call up Amelia Kim, Ethan Rubin, and Kara Weldy to the podium. So each year, my wife probably kills me for doing this, but each year I spend a ridiculous amount of time making these silly little duct tape lotus flowers for our seniors. And I don't say that, I love every second of it, despite the fact that it generally wears my fingertips off. But hopefully this is more than just a piece of garbage, but maybe that's actually okay if it does go into the garbage, because the lotus flower is actually a symbol of non-attachment in some cultures. And non-attachment is a perfect way to approach a performance. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen once you've prepared and once you've done your work. Just let it go, and it's what it's going to be. But also, as you're venturing off onto your new adventures, this has been a great moment of your life, and don't stay here, right? Let the world take you places. So I want to share these little gifts with them. But there's one other quick meaning I'd like to share about the lotus flower. This flower grows in the swamps, in the mud, and the long stalks kind of rise out of the water to reveal like these really bold and beautiful and strong blossoms. And I think this represents the beauty that comes from struggle, and it's the result from that hard work and effort. So as I make these, I try to reflect on the kids and the years that we've known each other. And this group especially I have a special kinship with, because we arrived here together and survived a pandemic together. Did we survive it? We're still going through it, apparently. It's been a ride, and so I just really enjoyed making these for you, and I've learned a ton from you all. So, seniors, I wish you the best in your next adventure, and as you end your music career here at U-High, obviously don't stop playing music, but I hope you remember all the things that you've learned here, and just keep trying to make the world a beautiful place. So let's see. I guess I didn't make one specific for you, so you can choose your flower. I don't know, it's a non-attachment. You got it. And I didn't call Ben Davison, I didn't call you up, I thought maybe you'd rather stay there, but there's one here for you, buddy. And Joseph, we have one for you as well. So seniors, stay here for just a second. We're going to make a slight change to our program. The seniors and a few other students had worked up a piece of music, Dvorak's. It's the Lento, the second movement from Dvorak's American Quartet. But unfortunately, our cellists are not able to perform it tonight, so we're going to move past that spot, and we're going to go straight away into the senior moments, which is, we'll see what it is. So I'll give it over to you. I guess they're leaving. That's their moment. Hopefully the things are just right in the back there.
Close your eyes.
Oh.
Close your eyes. You got it. Wait. I didn't prove it. Hi. So I guess the first thing the practice sticks. So this was created by the class of 2019 as a farewell gift. to like the entire orchestra, but like due to the pandemic, we never really brought it out, and it's just been kind of like sitting in the back of Souder's office and just collecting dust. But we decided to bring it back and also just kind of like bedazzle it up just a little so that, you know, like we could pass it down to like everyone else and still have like a little bit of us with it. Yeah, but and basically the meaning of this is to tell you guys to practice, because I know no one practices, let's be honest. And so because of that, I honestly really didn't know who to give this to. So I just decided I'm gonna give it to Edward Kim, if you wanna come up here.
Yeah, demonstrate.
So that he knows what to do with it, I suppose.
Did you practice today?
Congratulations. Am I going now? Are we taking turns like that? Okay. Okay, next I have a gift for my lovely bass section over here. I played cello for 5 years, and then I stopped playing my sophomore year, and I came back this January to play bass, knowing pretty much nothing about the bass. So these 3 right here I owe everything to, because without them I don't think I would be here playing what I'm playing today. But with that being said, we do have our struggles of our own in that section. So I have this lovely little sign for the bass section, and if you listen very closely, it does work. It's a metronome for you guys. And I did sign the back so they can pass this down throughout the years. So this is going to Chance Shepherd. Pick your poison. Okay.
Our next award is something that we found from Souder's office as well, from a fabulous person named Rachel Berg, who was, we assume, a previous class of Mr. Souder.
Not a Mr. Souder.
Just a class?
Just someone.
Like
Just
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
We don't know.
But we made some revisions to this award, so we got a little pin on it. And what this symbolizes now is basically just someone that does a good job in orchestra and always makes everyone smile, stuff like that. So I would like to nominate this award to someone that is not here tonight, Joseph Tess. I guess you can. All right. Now we have this. All right, so basically what this is supposed to be for is for the conductor when they're composing for orchestra. Basically when the people in the orchestra are not really listening to the teacher at all, and what like someone like Mr. Souder can do is just go up here and just bag it around.
To get attention.
Yeah, to get attention, yeah. So the glasses are for just looking up in general, to pay attention. The bells are just bells. And, and the part of the gold basically just symbolizes how the composer is superior. So in this case, Mr. Souder. And yeah. And I think we nominated this award to Emma Bottomley?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is also not here.
Also not here tonight. Also not here.
Yeah. Okay, I have another thing for the bass section because I just love them both so dearly. I mentioned this as a little joke to Chance like 3 days ago. But since I am leaving and since I've only played with them for 5 months, when I leave, I want them to remember me while they definitely practice and while they play. So I have little cowboy hats to put on the top of our basses because I just thought that was so cutesy. So. One moment.
Thank you.
And I have one for myself too.
Am I the last one? Yeah. There's anything else? Okay. I think this is like the last orchestra one, so sorry. But okay, so this is the beret of musicality, which is meant for a student with great musicality and good leadership within the orchestra. They should be someone who works hard on their own musicianship and encourages musicality in others. So basically just being the type of leader that the environment requires and deserves. So that was supposed to be Joseph Shim's speech, and he also was nominated for this hat, and because he isn't able to be here, I have the hat. And with that being said, I think Kemedy should get it because of the tremendous leadership she's shown in orchestra, seeing as she is constantly helping lead the class and being willing to demonstrate for the class.
Okay, and while that's everything we have for the class, we do have one more thing for our beloved Mr. Souder. Do you want to come up here? So we just have a little gift for him to show him how much we care for him because, I mean, me especially, he taught me how to play the bass in 5 months, which is impressive.
Nearly impossible.
But really, we do appreciate him so much.
I appreciate you all. Oh, are we done? Any more? All right.
I'm gonna throw this back.
It's actually not over yet.
Oh, gosh, okay.
This is a little, a surprise for him. But the parents of the students of the orchestra at Metcalf and U High would also like to give you a token of our appreciation. And so there are a couple parts to it. And
It's elaborate like this concert.
yes, exactly. Well, it's as impressive as you are. So we want to thank you
Oh, thank you so much.
very much. The year has been a treat. We've really appreciated all of your sage advice.
Oh.
That's actually basil. And in fact, we think, you know, the performance, all the work that you've put in, the heart and soul, through, again, a difficult year, a challenging year, and we really appreciate it. You're just divine. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We should have more concerts. No, thank you so very much, everybody. Speaking of thank yous, let me make sure I do this before we close out our concert tonight. You know, there's a bunch of people that really helped put this event together, and I have to make sure they are acknowledged because they work tirelessly at this school. So first, let's make sure we give a big, huge thank you to Mr. Ben Webb, who runs the auditorium. Let's give another hand for David and Evan Greenfield, who do the videography. They do the videography for everything, and they don't even have, there's not even a Greenfield in the orchestra, so we really, really appreciate you. And there's also a team of U-High students that are always here helping out with that as well, so I just want to acknowledge you. I'm not sure if you're here tonight, actually. Hal and, wait, who else is here tonight? Oh, I see a dancing Hal. I can see a silhouette of Hal dancing. Okay. Whoever else is here tonight, thank you so much. Hannah, thank you, sir. I need to say thank you to Mrs. Corpus, Mr. Landis, and Mr. Sulzberger, who are just, the most wonderful colleagues ever. So I really appreciate all that they do. And then lastly, our reception team, I just really, really appreciate how flexible and willing you were to support putting together the event here tonight after the concert. So thank you all so much. I think all your names are on the back of the program, but I really, really appreciate you. And then if anybody else is interested in working with the boosters' parents next year, that would be really great. Just let me know. And then lastly, thank you, parents, for supporting your kids' musical growth. It's not a single job, so we really appreciate it. So with that, we're going to jump into our final piece. Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. There's actually two last little things. So sorry. I turned the page wrong. There's two trophies I need to give out. One is going to go to a wonderful human. This is the Director's Award, and it's going to be in recognition of musical artistry. And this goes to a person who is involved in a lot of things here at Metcalf, at UHI, and make the music and arts program a really incredible place, and they do so much for us. So this goes to Amelia Kim. And then our last award goes to a graduating senior as well, who is unable to be here tonight. The National Orchestra Award for musicianship and artistry goes to Joseph Shim. So we'll just give him a quick. There we go. I'll put it there. We're going to finish off tonight with our last piece, Heart of Fire by Lauren Bernofsky. This is a really fun piece. Hopefully you can sense the passion and energy that kind of highlights all the efforts and growth that we've made this year. Again, the solo was performed by Joseph Shim, but unfortunately not here tonight, so we passed it off to Emmy York and Ali Krush. They're going to take it over. So. Okay, I have 17 more awards to go. Nope. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. It was so lovely to see you all, and hopefully we'll see you out in the reception for a few cookies and snacks. Thank you all very much. Congratulations, Orchestra.